Mm.
Are we live?
Yes,
Are we
we
live?
are. Yes, yeah.
Welcome to Nothing But Answers, a place where you come to find all the answers. Well, our style, and usually we're right. Well, mostly me. But before we get into it this week, let's introduce the gang. What's up, Doc? How you doing?
I'm good.
How was that week?
It was good. Good week. Fast as usual, but good.
Oh my, these weeks are going
Happy to
by.
be here today.
Right, the weeks were going by so fast. I mean,
Yeah.
weather's changing. Before we know it, it's gonna be Thanksgiving, then Christmas, then New Year's. Actually, it's almost summer already.
You just gave me a headache now, a serious headache.
If only. That's my favorite season. So,
Oh, it is okay. Okay.
yeah.
I will
Oh,
say
what?
the last couple of days the weather has been really nice. It's been really nice.
Mhm.
But hey Neil,
I'm alike.
hey,
Hey.
Neil, how are you doing, Neil? What's going
I'm
on?
good. Although a summer baby, I need some cool air.
We see a lot of skin
Summer is
showing
taking
over.
over. I need some cool air. Again, you're right. Busy week, fast week. Fridays are just zooming on us. But what a good week. Some good things happening.
Okay.
Yep,
You wanna
life
talk
is
about
good
these
right now.
things? You want to talk about
I
these
saw
good
the
things?
post for Raj's. Raj has a show coming up, right?
Yes, Roger's show is coming up on the 20th and 21st. So that's a good thing.
What type of show? May I ask?
This one is contemporary dance through it's a story through dance. So the dancers are telling a tale, and it's kind of connected to mysterious because of Halloween. So people are encouraged to come in costume, and we're giving out prizes and fun stuff.
Nice.
And you'll get a nice show and his art display if people want to buy art as well.
Nice.
Oh wow! So he has art as well as.
Yes, that's his other thing. He's not a triple threat, a double threat. He cannot sing at all, but dancing and art. Yes.
Gotcha.
Okay, I like that idea coming in costume.
Yeah.
Any reason to dress up, huh?
Any reason. Got to do something with these clothes just hanging there.
Yes, any reason.
All right. So you don't see them, but they're there. The eye in the sky. They're always watching. Leanna, how are you doing?
I'm well.
Everything good? How was your week?
Wonderful. Got my tattoo.
Oh, she did.
Yes.
All right, Lee.
We talked about this.
It's healing nicely.
Nice.
I am, and I'm cool.
You're gonna have to display that one day.
Yeah, I should just post it. Yeah.
Yes, please do.
Please stop feeding.
Yeah, and next time you go, let me know because I might
Oh
want to go.
boy.
All right, cool. Let's go.
So we did throw around having a little Nothing But Answers tattoo party. So it's something we're looking into. We'll try to talk to everybody, see if we can make it happen. But have a little tattoo party, get people tatted up.
With Daryl standing in the corner saying, no.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna be right with him, Doc.
Except for Leanne. Right, Ruth? No tattoos.
I'm right with you. Mm-hmm. I'll wear my tattoo sleeve. I have a fake sleeve. I'll bring it.
Hilarious. They got everything fake. You can get
Everything.
One day you got sleeve, one day, and next day you don't.
That's it. I'll be bare armed again. That's it.
You keep up. Slide it on. So let's get into it. Today, what we
wait. How was your week, girl?
Wait, yeah.
I just wanted to get into it.
He always wants to skip it, Doc. Good.
But my week was cool. Again, fast week. Like I said, it was a beautiful week. Got to do some things outside, which was cool. Took the canoe out, got on the water, did a little fishing. Just got out to enjoy some of this this sunlight. It was good. And it looks like it's fleeting because next week it's going to be cold. This is Frosty the Snowman type stuff.
Yay!
Ain't nobody got time for that. Okay. So, but my week was pretty good. Thanks for asking. All right, let's get back into it. let's get into it. It was over the last couple of weeks, there were a lot of good posts. People very interacted with them, and we, coming at it from different ways. And I've seen some things that I didn't see, like, I didn't look at it that way. I didn't think about it that way. Also seen a lot of delusions in there. A lot of people delusional. I'm just saying a lot of people are delusional. By my standards anyway. But so we're going to talk about some of the posts. We might share a couple and actually read a couple of the comments as well too. And it's just bring some of these posts to life. So who wants to start? Who has something juicy?
I mean, since you want to jump into it, you might as well.
Well, again, then I would say me. I wouldn't ask if it was me. Who want to do it? Me. No, again. Goodness, great. Since you spoke up, what you got? Guy.
You know to stay silent, Leanne.
I know, right? I know.
Now, keep it open. Keep talking.
What did y'all think about the post? A woman without her man is nothing.
The punctuation one?
Punctuation,
yes.
So it's very interesting how you can punctuate it can mean a lot of different things.
Mm-hmm.
That was very different. I'm not good in English and punctuation. So
I saw your question marks.
Yeah, he had a lot of.
Oh no, my question mark was meaning question. I ended it with a question. A woman without a man is whatever.
Oh, that's what he was saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Right.
it's what I questioned. Like I would say it as a question, so someone can answer.
Oh.
But then I did see semicolons and all type of things that were going on. It was Ruth really got the shine on that one.
No, I didn't. I didn't even answer because I knew you were going to say the teacher thing.
You could have.
I didn't answer.
Like no, that wasn't supposed to be there. That was a comment.
I tried to pull back. Nope, didn't do it.
But it was very interesting how you look at it. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
People saw it in different ways, and then I just added that last way: a woman without comma, her man is nothing.
Right. I agree.
Meaning, if she has a man and she's doing without, he's not doing his job.
Oh, I don't agree.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
That's the other way. That's the other way of punctuating it and looking at it.
That's bullshit.
That is another way.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
yes.
check out some of the
comments. Ways they wrote it. Okay.
That's on that post.
Okay.
Let's go.
You
can tell us if they're grammatically correct, if the punctuation, was where it's supposed to punctuate. and feel free in the comments, chime in. What do you feel about it? How do you feel how the sentence should have been written, could have been written? All right, let's see. I can make this bigger so I can see. All right. Punctuated automatically in the male way, but I think I actually might agree more with the female way. I didn't get it. Sorry.
The male, well, the one way it's right above this, I think, Lee. Somebody posted both ways. One way makes it look like a woman, comma, without her man, a woman, comma, without her man, comma, is nothing.
Okay.
So that's the man way.
Okay.
And then the other way was a woman without her man, comma, is nothing.
I can't find those. Yeah.
All comments.
Okay.
It has top comments. See if there's something like for like all comments or something like that.
Yeah, it was above his.
There you go.
There we
It
go.
was the young lady. She posted both ways in her comment.
Keep going down. I think it came a little later because he was one of the original ones.
Okay.
If you can scroll down some, please, Lee.
You all can see
There
that.
it is.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it said a woman, comma, without her man is nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Or woman without her man is nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it could
Yeah,
be,
so one is the female way looking at it, and one is the male way of looking at it. One is saying a woman without a man is nothing. The other one is saying a man without a woman is nothing.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Right. See, that's why I was. See, my comment was next. Like, oh.
And she was like, "Really, Daryl?"
Really?
I was kind of, and I'm like, what?
Oh, so y'all just started going back and forth, huh?
Yeah.
Yes, they did.
It happens sometimes in the streets.
But it was interesting that one sentence just, you can punctuate it and evoke different emotions.
Absolutely, and be seen in a lot of different ways.
Mhm.
That was a good one, Doc. That definitely was a good one. I like that one because it made me think. And like I said, I could see it different ways. I'm like, oh, I didn't see that. Okay, cool. That was awesome. What you got, Lee?
It's a good question. Okay, this one was like a while back. It said the best thing I ever did was calm the fuck down. You gotta understand how reckless I was to understand how chill I am now.
I didn't see that one either.
This is that one was way back.
Okay.
And it hits home, right? It hits home.
It hit home. It just spoke to me. It said, "This is for you." I'm surprised I didn't write it. And people are so lucky. And I just think like people who encounter me now are just so lucky that I've grown up. I don't know if it's old age. No, I don't think so. I just think I've grown and matured because I was a loose cannon.
What?
I was a little bit yeah.
She said what? She said what?
I understand that.
She said past tense was.
Was.
Not now, Daryl.
I am a loose cannon.
Nah.
Hey, did people comment on that? Did you see?
Yes.
Were there like comments on that? That's why I gotta pull it up. I think that one is it's funny because just the other day someone pushed my buttons. I realized that I'm saved, but I'm newly saved, and I can slide back into who I was. Really easy.
You're right.
And I was really like, wow, I didn't know that was still there. I thought it wasn't tested in a while. And
I think everybody has that.
Yeah.
Right. And
yep.
I'm like, wow, I didn't, sometimes we don't, since we are not in a situation, we feel like we're good.
Yeah.
I'm not that person no more. That's because we ain't been in a situation.
Right.
As soon as the situation arose, guess who's that person?
Yep. I can relate.
So yeah, but I think we're all a work in progress. And I mean, I'm not as as I was before. Best thing I ever did comic book. Right.
But also in that work, Daryl, sometimes people can poke that bear and bring it back.
Right.
That's the thing. It's okay if you've done the work. But people can bring that other side. That happened to me recently too.
Right. And you only like, wow, where do I come from? Look, Doc, but it's a fact though.
Because I know people will say, okay, that's Carrie.
Right.
Right.
That's the Carrie side, yes. Or the Neil side, yes.
Right.
Yeah.
You've grown up if you have two names.
Yeah.
On the other side of you.
And you've abused one of those two. Right.
Exactly. Y'all better be blessed that
when all your new friends really don't know your old name. Hey, you don't want to meet her. You don't want to meet Karen.
For real.
When it comes to family and your kids, woo.
Hey, Neil, what you got? You got one?
Yeah, a lot of them stuck out for me, but the soulmate one hit my soul.
Tell us more about the soulmate.
Well, this is the thing. I think a lot of people think that's like a delusion. I think a lot of people don't believe in soulmates necessarily, and that's okay. I personally believe in soulmates.
You got married at 6.
Okay, I know. I knew the commentary was coming. Can we wait till I'm done? The soulmate, for me, I'm a true romantic. Okay, got married at 8, whatever. But what I do think is that people miss signs that might be a soulmate because they don't believe in it necessarily. They don't trust in it necessarily for whatever reason. But I do believe in soulmates, and I think the reason that one stood out for me was because I don't think it's going to look like you think it's going to look.
I'm sorry, Ruth. What did it say?
It said exactly, it's hard to find a soulmate these days, which is true. Even the married ones are still searching. And that was your post, Daryl. And I thought that was interesting, that last part.
Right. They married, but they still looking. You got to keep your options open.
That's the part. That's the part that hit me. And I was like, wait a minute. I wasn't expecting part 2 on that. But you're right. It's hard to find. And some people that are in it aren't really in it. They don't realize, what's happening for them by way of soul matching. But like I was saying before that, I think that the checklist for some folks is not going to look like they think it's going to look.
Okay.
I really do. I believe that checklist, that sort of requirement list, is not going to be what you think it's going to be. I don't think that's a soulmate.
So you feel like there's one person for everyone, or no?
In the words of Grandma Ruth, I think there's a lid for every pot. I do believe there's a lid for every pot. I do.
In the billions of people on the earth, there's this one person out there.
Yes, there is. And that person may be in a different state, a different country, a different continent, but I do believe there is somebody out there for everybody. Yes, I do.
Very interesting. I don't necessarily. I don't know if there's a soulmate. I don't know. I think that you may meet someone and you guys can grow to love each other and things of that nature. I don't know if that's your intended person. Like you guys were set out to find each other.
I knew you were going to say that. And what I have to say about that piece is that your soulmate is really the one person I feel that who sees your flaws, your insecurities, your trauma. And that one person still chooses to show up for you, wake up to you every day, and still love you through
so you
all
said
that.
The person that works, the one that works is your soulmate. That's what you're saying?
No, it's mutual. It's mutual. It's
no,
mutual.
I'm saying, but it works. The one that works is your soulmate. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And I think it's mutual. I think.
Thank you. Can you
on both sides.
Just look at the screen. There we go. Look at the screen. I'm not gonna say anything.
Who is that? I can't tell. Whose is that?
God will show up. Won't he? Won't he do
it? Whatever. Whatever. But I do believe it. I do.
Okay. Okay.
And someone said for the married ones that settle. Yes.
That was a good point too.
So you're saying people out there getting everything they want?
I didn't say everything. Where did you hear the word everything?
hence a question.
No, I didn't mean everything. I think people are getting what they need and some of what they want, and it's aligning for them. That's what I mean. It's aligning.
Okay.
It's fulfilling their soul, if you will.
Okay. And I think people whoever you work with is going to be your soulmate for that time until you don't work anymore. If they were your soulmate, will you have to work so hard to be with them? That would be my question.
Yes, because being in a good, solid relationship is work. We all know that.
You're talking about if they're your soulmate, that means they're
even if they're your soulmate, Daryl. Yes,
they're not made for you. If you got to change and you help a person,
no, I didn't say change.
No, you do change, right? Because
you've got to work together. You're not
the person who you are single that you are with someone. So you will change some, right? Because you have to allow room for another person in your life. So you can't be the same person you were. So
of course,
if it was your soulmate, which to me would sound like
You used to be crazy, Lee.
Used to be. Talk about it. Keep talking. Tell it. Don't tell us some current stories. But I think that if you're saying they're your soulmate, they're made for you, I think you would fit more like a puzzle and not be like apples and oranges and trying to mix something to make it work. That's what I hear when I hear soulmate. I hear something that
I do think soulmates have more of that fit that you're talking about. They come with that fit, even if there are changes along the way. I do think overall they have the fit. They do fit. The change wouldn't hurt you.
No, I'm not saying change hurts you, but I'm saying it. I think I'm just saying when I hear soulmate, and maybe the way I'm looking at it, soulmate would mean something that's made for you, and it would just be more cohesive. It would fit like a puzzle.
That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it
feel like a puzzle, but that doesn't mean that y'all are live in the same body. You one person. There's going to be disagreements.
Thank you.
One body. A puzzle fits, right? A puzzle doesn't. You don't have to force a puzzle together. It fits, right? If we're talking about something that's supposed to be for you, made for you, your soulmate that's made for you, I think it would be, like I said, it just would mend more cohesively. But I know most relationships are a lot of work, and they're continued work, and the work doesn't stop. So
that doesn't mean they're not your soulmate. Because your soulmate will be there.
Anybody you work with and you make it with, that's your soulmate. That's what we're saying. Like, oh well, we worked. We made the things. Yeah. Everybody thinks their soulmate.
Some people do all of that and they still don't make it. They don't align. They don't mesh, as you're saying.
Well, just because some people be like, no, I'm not going to keep putting up with this nonsense, and they leave. Some people tired of the bullshit. Like, okay, you're my soulmate. I'm gonna stay whatever. No, I'm leaving because I'm going to find a new soulmate. What are you talking about here?
No, a soulmate will work with you. They will still love you through the stress, the anxiety, the disappointments, even when they don't like you. The most part, they line up.
That even happens happens with anything you want. Again.
Thank you, Facebook user.
No, you have to work toward it. That's why I say it's not there's no, again, well, what's the point of having a soulmate if you got to work for it?
You're working with it, not for it. Stop saying for it.
You're not working with it. You're working for it.
No, you're working with it because you're both getting what you need.
I saw you in 4K. Okay.
Our eyes were going.
I have something in my eye. You have to excuse me. Oh my goodness.
It is a great debate. That's why I like that one. It was a great debate.
The only thing I would say is, like I said, I would think that a soulmate would be just something that would kind of go together easily. It wouldn't be a lot of work, but I could be wrong. What are my puzzles that don't really fit?
The puzzle fits, Daryl.
It doesn't fit. You got to force it.
Have you ever? Okay, let me give you this analogy. Have you ever had a pair of shoes and they fit? You love them, you wear them, right? Mm-hmm. But maybe with the pandemic, you weren't wearing them as much. Whatever. You put your foot in, and you're like, you know what? I still can wear these shoes, and they still are jiving with me, but I can't wear these thick socks with them. So I'm going to change that one thing.
What?
Oh my God.
I don't know what's happening.
I'm
yeah,
done.
we're gonna let Ruth off the hook right now because I don't know
what's wrong with that analogy. You change your socks, you can still wear your shoes that you love.
Okay.
What's wrong with that analogy?
Okay. All right.
That did not warrant a buzz. It did not.
I don't know. What you do for you? Put it back, Leanne. I didn't see it. I'm sorry. What's for you?
Thank you.
But you still have to work towards it. Okay. I mean, I don't. If something was for me, I ain't know how to work for something that's for me. But okay. God dang. I'm gonna give you this, but you gotta work for it, huh? Okay.
So you think, Daryl, I'm just going to ask you this part. They're supposed to fit together, do no work, and it's just going to always fit together perfectly. That's what
I don't think anything because I don't think there's a soulmate. I just told you what soulmate meant. to me, a soulmate would mean something that kind of that just fits together like a puzzle that snaps together. I would think it would be, if something was meant for you, like this was meant for you, I would think that it would be, it would just go. That's in my mind. I would think it would go together more cohesively.
Okay.
It wouldn't have a lot of work for it. That's what I would think of something.
Some work. Not a lot.
Right.
Okay.
Like if my pants fit, they fit nice. If they don't fit, I got to struggle to get them on. Then
maybe you got to do something to make them fit smoother. Maybe you got to lose some weight.
You know what? Because they weren't my size. They weren't my soul pants.
It's so big.
Now we got
doesn't make-
soul pants.
That doesn't make sense. So if you want to
Oh
be
my
a
God.
doctor,
Okay,
I
you be a
think that-
doctor.
Right.
you don't think Beyonce doesn't work towards being great?
Mm-hmm.
What are we? How do we get to Beyonce? Is she a soul greatness? I don't know. What are we talking about here? I don't get it. I don't get the
But I
analogy.
do think that sometimes if people have this idea of soulmate, meaning that you meet this person and it clicks automatically and it stays clicking for the rest of your life, and you mate with this person for life, and there's never any bumps of, then this is part of the reason why relationships start to break up, because when there's work to be done, they're like, oh, they must not be my person.
There you go.
Right. Because you think they're a soulmate.
Perfect, Doc. Perfectly stated, Doc. Yes.
I don't know if you heard what she said. Did you hear what she said?
I did hear what she said.
Okay.
Did
what
you hear what she said?
said?
You want her to repeat it again?
The delusion of thinking somebody's your soulmate could lead you to not.
You know what? Moving on. Moving on.
could lead you to think that, hey, this ain't really for me because it ain't working. Doc, you just said it. I heard you say what you said. What you said. I
That's
heard
not,
it.
that's not what
She
she
said that's why you have to work at it. You have to realize you have to work at it. Even if they're your soulmate.
Even
They're
if it's
not
for
your
you, you have
soulmate.
to work at it.
Thank you.
They're not your soulmate.
Okay.
Anyway, we're gonna move on because this is ridiculous.
So,
You
Go ahead, Doc. What you got?
I knew that was-
I was going to ask you, Daryl, are you of the mind, like many people, that as human beings, we are not meant to be with one person?
No. I think, like I said, I think you can meet someone and build a relationship with them and fall in love and have all those things and live in bliss. I don't know if necessarily that's going to be. It might end up being my soulmate after we get to the end of it, I guess, because that's. But I don't think there's no one out there made specifically for one person.
Right, that's what I mean. Okay.
No, I just think that you can meet someone, and if you both are aligned and you're working on it, I think that's what it means. Like you kind of said, that if you work with someone, willing to work with them and make room for them, make space for all the things, then that relationship can work. If you both that, which is what we talk about here, is a good relationship, great relationship.
And then would you view them as the person for you after all of that? Maybe.
Right. And I think we grew together, like we grew a relationship. We had a relationship, we watered it, we did the things, and it blossomed. Right. So I think that, I don't necessarily believe there's one person out there for you, but I do believe that if you meet the right person, you guys work together, it can end up, I guess, your terms of a soulmate or whatever relationship that can go on forever. I think that's really just the difference. I just don't think there's anyone specifically out there made specifically for you.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying at the beginning. But it could be. I'm not saying. I just don't see it.
Cool. What's your
I know. Don't rush me.
Because you're talking in circles now. You're talking in circles now. Move on.
I was asked the question. Cut me off and I'm answering my question. And they asked you nothing. Okay. In fact, you go.
We getting a little defensive.
Go. Everybody
go.
with you.
Oh yeah, right. It's my turn. So I like the one that said, "Do y'all believe lack of attention can cause you to fall out of love with someone?" I think that's it, with someone. I believe, and I believe yes. I truly believe yes. I think that if someone's not giving you attention, then what do you have to refuel your relationship? Me, I don't know what are we going off of, and I can't see it any other way because that's how I'm built. So maybe somebody else could do something different and be okay. But for me, I need attention. I
Yeah.
need to fuel me, to keep me there. Like if we're not doing anything, what's the point of being together? For me, I don't. Why we get together? Not to talk, or not to be around each other, or not to fuel each other. That's weird. Hey, see you in the week. So that would be strange to me. You know what I mean? To me.
I agree with that.
Well, yeah, I think if you feel neglected, you start to feel distance from the person.
Right.
Mhm.
And that could vary. I don't know. Whatever your attention, whatever you need, could be different.
Right.
In each,
Right.
in each.
Some people
relationship.
don't need as much attention as others.
Right.
And I'm like Daryl. I need the attention to fuel it. I definitely need that.
Absolutely.
And not getting a lot of that attention as a youth, I really need that. So, yeah, my mate and I, we have to be on the same page with that.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
All out of
Most
love.
definitely depends on the true nature of the relationship. Yes. That it, Leanne?
Hold on one second.
Okay.
Well, the Facebook user here says, I don't think you can fall out of love.
They sure did.
Love is unconditional.
Oh, who said that? I didn't see that one. What's that one?
It's on the
Facebook.
screen. Facebook user on the screen.
Oh, I don't. I'm looking at all down there. I don't think you can fall out of love. Love is unconditional. So again, agape love we don't really possess. The closer we can get to it is usually with our children. That's the purest love we have. And again, I can still love you, but not want to be with you because you're not giving me what I need anymore. I'm not saying I don't love you because I can still love you, still be a great person. But if we're not connecting or doing anything to refuel that bond we have,
Right.
I don't see how it could go on. Fall out of like though. Again, I think you can fall out of both. You can fall out. Again, you could be knocked out too. They do something to knock you out. I'm out of that love.
I mean, you can still love the person, you just can't be with them.
Exactly.
That's what we just said. Like it definitely is a thing where I can still love you, but
Right.
I don't have the thing that's making us connect. I don't have that thing that's making us want to do that relationship type thing. We're just distant. So and you might always love that person, like Leanne kind of alluded to, but it's just like I can't be with you because I need somebody to do whatever it is that makes you whatever that is you need. If it's holding hands, if it's being touched, if it's someone sitting there watching TV, whatever it is you need. If you're not getting that, that's going to become problematic.
Yep.
And it's going to present in other ways in a relationship. You're like,
I think most couples do go through some period of this. Especially when life starts to hit, and you have kids and work and whatever else you might be doing. You might be going to school to advance your career. It could be a lot of things where you just don't have the time, energy, inclination to give your partner all the attention that they need.
And again, that's why a lot of relationships fall off the radar from that. Because they're not communicating that. They're not saying, oh, we used to hang out a couple times a week and that's not happening. Let's talk about it. How can we get back to it? People don't talk about these things.
Well, Ruth, I think people do talk about it, but they don't put any action behind it. I think people say all the time, you're not doing this anymore.
Okay.
You're not doing this anymore.
Yeah. But it's how you talk about it.
People argue about it. They argue about it.
That's true.
Doc, get your doctorate on.
That's true.
Right. They'll argue about it, but then there's no action to mitigate it. Right. Because especially if you're bringing it up in an argument, I'm not receiving that well. Right. You're not. Well, I'm not.
Right.
Right.
And it stays right there. Right.
And it stays right there. Like you said, and like you said, Ruth, then the relationship can't survive that.
No.
It can't survive because you start having resentment towards each other, you get cold shoulders, people start sitting on the couches, or not touching, all that type of nonsense, which just sit down.
Instead of talking about it, making some agreements about it, making some changes about it.
They don't have a constructive conversation about it. It's usually like with an argument or maybe even a fleeting passing moment. Like I remember you used to buy me flowers.
Passive aggressive is is a big way.
Oh yeah, see, I knew that one. I remember you used to do that.
You used to.
That don't make me want to do it anymore either. with your attitude.
Yes, stuff about your friend
Mm.
Joe just took his wife on a trip.
Oh yes.
Okay,
yes,
okay, so
yes. You know what? That's one of the ways social media tears you up. Could they be on it like, look at Sheila out
Yeah.
again, another restaurant.
yes.
I'm hungry.
We haven't been anywhere.
There's crackers and peanut butter downstairs.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
But like Doc is saying, most relationships go through these changes. So you really, at some point, are going to hit that, and you're going to have to talk about it in a constructive way. In a constructive.
Yes.
And you know what, Ruth? I think that's something you don't know, especially young, because when you hit it,
Yep.
you're in it, you don't know how to get out of it.
No.
Sometimes, like I said, sometimes you don't know what to do, so it falls apart. And it could have been as simple as, all right, let's devise a plan.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see what I can do to get back to almost maybe 50% of what I was doing.
Exactly.
We have kids now, maybe work change. Like I said, when change happens, sometimes something got to suffer.
Yep.
We get to that humdrumness of life, and we just start moving, and we forget
Yep.
that we're people. Thank you, Leanne. I like the close that. Get the humdrum of life, and we're trying to figure it out. That's good. And make sure you do that every time I talk. Hater. Sometimes you have haters that are close to you. Haters are really close to you. Pay attention. Everybody, haters are in your circle sometimes.
You know that.
Hey, Leanne, you want to go again?
Sure.
Okay, what you got?
Sure. Don't replace him. Teach him how to be that man you want. You can never find a perfect man. You can build a perfect man.
Mm.
I thought that was
Hmm.
absolutely not.
You ain't
Absolutely not.
trying to
You might,
raise a grown man.
huh?
You ain't trying to raise a grown man.
Absolutely not. There's no way that you can do that. That's first of all.
Mm-hmm.
What type of, especially what type of men are they really if you have to pretty much mold them into everything that you want? That's just a yes man.
Mm.
And is that something or somebody you really want to be with?
Well, I think is there some point that you guys do, like you do have to kind of, we'll use the word teach since that's what we're using right now. Hell no. I think we do have to teach each other what we like or don't like, right? We have to show each other, because the other person may not know, right? So there is we do have some learning to do, but I don't think you can raise anybody up. You raise children.
But some men act like children. Oop, did I say that?
Oh,
I'm sorry. Did I say that? I was thinking that one. I didn't mean for that to come out.
So these men that act like children.
Yes, then you have to raise them.
Is it because they don't do what you want them to do?
No, that's not what we're saying. Mm-mm.
So how do they act like children?
In the various ways we hear about.
Okay, do tell these various ways.
Not being responsible, not being accountable for their actions. What else? Yeah, so many ways.
Hmm.
So
what?
this is crazy. I don't know how we get here all the time. So there's, and again, we're not talking about all. It's a group of men that are out there that are unresponsible. And again, I can see there probably are a group of men that are that way. Just like there's probably a group of women that way, right?
Of course.
Don't be trying to bring us into stuff all the time like that. We are talking about men.
This one said men.
Men.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it said raising men. Just the whole concept of that. Was probably a woman wrote this. Woman probably wrote this book to begin with. Raise children. You don't raise grown people. All right, you're going to get them.
Yeah, but if they're not done, you got to finish it out. If they're not done, you got to finish raising them.
So that's the mistake that a lot of women have, or a lot of people have, where you get in a relationship and you think you're going to change someone. They're going to be different. I'm gonna let you know they're not. Leanne,
Not at all.
Put it close up, Leanne. Because they're not. People,
I
they're
agree.
not going to change. You can't change people. You can't raise grown people. Thank you, Leanne. I appreciate it.
All right, we can go back.
Thank you. No, really. I don't think you
That's
can.
that whole idea of dating potential or being with potential.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
9 times out of 10, if it's not there when you meet the person, it's not going to be there.
That's true.
Right.
And if you decide to stay with the person, you can't make a big deal about it not being there. You made the decision to be with them, not having what you want.
Right.
True.
So, yeah,
Thinking it's going to happen one day. Right.
right.
Okay. I can teach you things because we're growing with each other, but I shouldn't be trying to teach you maturity.
Mm.
Right.
Maturity is subjective, right? So, what do we mean maturity? What are we talking about here?
I would assume they mean not teach you how to be a grown up. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Well, I think sometimes people's views of grown-ups can be very different too, right? How they,
That's true.
what they expect. Because I know some people play video games. I don't know. I don't really play video games, but they may look at that as being immature.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Or I watch anime. They be like, "Oh, you a kid? Can I watch anime?" These
Oh, okay. Yeah.
There's some adult concepts on here. These is not in the head with a Kamehameha. You don't know what that is. This is real. So I think sometimes because some things you don't do, we may choose to or feel like they are immature in a way or whatever the case may be, but it might not really be that. I don't know. Because you wanted to do something different.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see some of these comments. I'm not Bob the Builder. Nope. Another sales pitch followed up with immediate after connecting.
Predictable.
Nah, I'll pass. If they ain't learned by now, they ain't going to. Exactly. I ain't teaching nobody how to do ish. I'm almost 50.
But some people like projects.
They
Right.
do.
Right.
Yeah.
But like you said, Doc, but don't complain when the project doesn't turn out the way you want it.
Right.
Right. When this thing you put together doesn't ever get to where you want it to get because you want the potential that they don't really have.
Right.
You be upset and complain about it. Girl, he don't do nothing. He just play video games. Well, you knew that. You thought he was going to change. You thought you had a hole between your legs that was going to change him. It didn't.
Wow. Wow.
So that's very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Doc said it. You can't change. Well, like I said, I think you can show people kind of how you want to be treated, right? You definitely do that, right? And we should speak up about how we want to be treated.
Yes.
But I don't know if you could change a person to be exactly what you want.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. I'm pretty sure I explained it. Words have many different meanings. I even gave content to it.
Wow.
I don't like the tone of it.
Wow.
Well, then, if that's maturity, just because again they're probably mature. Then I don't know why women think they're more mature than someone else anyway. That's probably that was a woman wrote that anyway. I know it. This how it was written because it was aggressive. It was really aggressive. Too aggressive for a Friday night. Hey, Doc, you got another one?
What keeps a man faithful has nothing to do with you. It's all about his mentality.
She's still on the maturity.
I know I got stuck on maturity.
Freudian slip.
I really like that one, and I wish I'd have picked it because I think that was one of the realest ones in there. It makes so much sense, and it was on point.
I believe so.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of time, too often women spend a lot of time wondering what's wrong with them, what's better about the other woman, and it doesn't have anything to do with it. A lot of times.
It has to do with the woman's ego because they got big egos.
or
Oh my God.
Now,
what they
now.
could have done differently. Yep.
Not
Mhm.
bad.
Yes, what they could have
And-
done differently.
It's
No,
about their
it's not about the woman. Mm-mm.
It's not. If you're worrying about if the other woman was better than me or if it was my fault, you're making it about you. That's you made it about you when they're doing something. That's your ego.
But
Ooh.
he's the one that's cheating, right?
Yeah, right. But we're saying
Who
that.
said, are you anti-women?
Who is that? Reveal yourself, please.
Yes, yes.
We want to know.
Sounds like another hater in the room. That's what it sounds like. Sounds like another. There's a lot of haters in the room. I see. I can't say. So, you know, this is the problem with today's society. If you say anything other than what you want them to hear, that's positive. I'm a hater almost. You're anti
Oh
something.
my goodness.
It's 'cause
No,
you
that
don't
was
agree.
a question. She asked you in a question form, though.
Right. So why did that come up? Obviously, you feel something. What keeps them anti? Yeah, right. So what do we have here?
Oh my gosh.
So does that mentality piece mean that if he's a cheater, he's a cheater, and there's nothing you can do to change
Right.
that?
Right. It's
Right.
about
You can't
him.
make him stop cheating on you, no
Nope.
matter what you do.
No matter what you do, it has.
I mean, there are men whose main woman, beautiful, intelligent,
Smart.
sex him up, smart, all that stuff, and they're still cheap.
Yep.
Right. And that's just them.
Yes,
That's the
that's
nature.
it.
There's nothing you can do. That's why some people try to outthink it. Well, if I do this, or if I do
Yeah.
it, nothing's going to change that part of him unless he wants it to change.
He has to change it. He has to want to change it.
Yeah.
Hi, Trilly.
Just because I said women do something, I hate women. I'm sorry. I can't say about women. Say something about women, you don't like them. I love women. But so this is, and even I'm conceding right here. If that has nothing to do with women, that's all I said. It's not has anything to do with them. It's the man and his,
So can I ask this? If he's wired like that and it's his mentality, is there any hope for him to ever change?
I think it's always hope, but I believe that something has to happen almost catastrophically to make him go a different direction. I think that sometimes something has to happen because if you're doing it, you must feel it's okay. This is your course of action. Something would have to happen to help him change course. That's how I feel. Usually something big will make you change the way you are. Because that seems like that's his nature. If he's just cheating and you're doing everything right, there would have to be something, to me, big to make that change.
Yeah. I often wonder about that kind of man. Is there hope for change?
There's women out there do it too. Wow.
Well,
We're not talking about women.
Thank you.
We're not talking about women right now.
That post said men.
Like a baptism.
Some men become more mature as they get older, and they think about how they've treated people, and they want to change that in themselves.
Okay.
Some people, they come around to they've hurt so many women
that
they want to stop doing that, or they're with someone that they really love, and they're fighting that behavior. So there's some help. I mean, some men do change.
Okay.
Right. I agree.
But they have to want to. And it is a change in thought process about what cheating is and what it means.
Look at doctoring. She be doctoring.
Yes.
You know what? The last thing I'm gonna say about this is I think sometimes women have to change the way that they present it as well, because we're always saying all men cheat, and that's kind of like giving them a pass.
Okay.
And I like to say that men don't cheat, boys cheat. Grown adolescents cheat, right? Because if you really got to that level of manhood, you would control yourself. A big thing of being a man is control. So then you wouldn't do it. You could deny yourself the urge to do something outside of your thing. That's how I put it. So I would say men don't cheat. And when we say that, we mean that men don't cheat, right?
Okay.
Boys or grown adolescents that are out there doing the monkey stuff. People who are still in their, they're 50 years old but acting 17. How they have that arrested development.
Okay, makes sense. Mhm.
I think if we say that too, it helps change the narrative, like we said, Doc. Hey, what's up, Cam?
They can't.
Change the narrative instead of saying all men cheat, which kind of makes it like, well, they're good anyway, so we got to kind of put up
Right.
with it.
Yes, exactly.
That
Yeah.
and that's exactly the wrong message that women have to put up
Yeah.
with that.
Right.
Mhm.
All right, Ruth, what you got?
What else do I have? I thought it was interesting with when a lady is beautiful, educated, has money, but still single at an advanced age. What could be the problem? And there was some back and forth on what we consider advanced age.
Right.
Remember that one?
Yes.
And for me, the wording of what could be the problem was an issue, because why are we assuming there's a problem?
Mm-hmm.
Those were my thoughts when I first read that one.
Because she's by herself.
Mm-hmm.
What was that, Darryl?
She by herself.
I didn't say it.
Come on.
I can't
Come
say anything.
on.
Let's by herself, but let's get into it.
Men don't cheat because women be delusional. Listen, let's talk about it.
Who
I
wrote
agree.
that?
I agree. Hey, look. So now
Delusional
y'all
man.
see the hate. See the hate automatically.
Delusional man.
No. A woman wrote that, and you guys are jumping on her because she said
Wow.
something that was outside of what you guys see. This is what we're talking about. Hey, it's a safe space here. We all can have our opinions and values. I
Okay, but just know some people's opinions are wrong.
I love it, Leanne.
Oh, my bad,
Camp.
Camp. I just can't side with you on this one.
Listen. No, let's talk about it. What are we considering an advanced age? Do we? I know.
Yeah, what's the advanced age? Did we decide on that piece first?
Yeah, and I actually pulled that post from somewhere, another group.
Okay.
I don't know what they meant by advanced age. I mean, but to me, I'm thinking someone in her 40s or 50s. That's what I was thinking.
Okay.
I was thinking after 35 because geriatric pregnancy
Okay.
would start at 35. So I'm thinking that if someone may be like, you know what, I'd rather not deal with someone that's, if I'm looking for kids, if they're in a geriatric pregnancy age, you know, I maybe want something younger. So that's what I thought advanced age meant to me.
Okay.
But
Okay.
again, it could be either, right? We
Right.
don't really know. But so what could be some of the problems? Or like Ruth said,
Why
is
are
it
there
a
problems?
at all?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah, it's getting younger, Facebook user.
Is it getting younger, or
It's
is that
getting
what
younger and younger.
geriatric pregnancy has been?
It's getting younger.
Has geriatric pregnancy always been 35, or we just made that up today? I'm just wondering. Damn them doctors, knowing their science and stuff.
I don't know. I've been there for 2 decades plus, so I don't know.
It is 35 and older.
Oh boy.
Right.
Okay.
35 and older.
Okay, he's right.
Mhm. Yeah, he's right.
All right.
So and I think that is something that if you're, and only I guess if you're looking for kids,
But
that would be-
In the post, we didn't say she didn't already have kids.
We sure did not. Mm-hmm.
No, I just went on the advanced age and tried to figure out what it meant to me.
40s, 50s. Yeah,
Yep.
that's what I was thinking.
Because whoever said it's probably about 35, and they trying to hold on to. No, I think, well, and like I said, it could be either. Like I said, I looked at it as if in child rearing, like that.
Okay.
That's all I can see being because a beautiful woman being by herself with money or whatever. I don't really see a problem in that. Only way I can see it being an issue maybe if someone wanted kids and at 35 with geriatric pregnancy.
Mhm.
That's how I labeled it in my head. I don't see any other problem with someone with those type of characteristics.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I don't see it. You know what I mean? So that's why I went to the child rearing.
Okay.
Okay.
I would try to read that, but it's too small and I can't see, and I got to look hard. So I'm not even gonna do it. Can you see it?
Yeah,
Anybody?
and I was thinking 40s, 50s. She's already been married, possibly.
Okay.
Don't want to be bothered no more. Just enjoying her life being single. Kids grown.
Mm-hmm.
So people just want to be single. I get it because you the rose. I got it. The rose helps you to be single.
Oh,
Oh, you know what? I'm like, what is he talking about?
yeah. I had to think for a minute. Wait.
Okay, I get it. Once I learned about the rules last week, 2 weeks ago, I see why women say we good.
This one day I can
So
tell
what
you
is
why.
that?
But being single doesn't always mean
No.
you don't have companionship from
Yes.
time to time.
Oh, you for the streets. Thank you.
Wait a minute. Why is she for the
Thank
street?
you, Doc. Thank you, Doc.
Wow.
You for the streets. That's why she ain't really in no relationship.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
For the streets. Thank you, Doc. Hey, thanks for clearing that up, Doc.
Public service announcement. Every woman does not want to be married, does not want to have kids, does not want to be bothered.
I get it. If you just want to take
She's
random
traveling.
kids,
She's got her
Right.
life set up. She's got growth. She's got money. She is doing her.
So if that
No
I'm
more
sorry.
anti. They
I'm
went
sorry.
straight to
No.
you hate.
right. So, it's so crazy because if we were so man being 35 is old. Again, men can have babies. Look at Al Pacino and Robert De Niro. They're like 89 and they just had
Who
babies.
cares? Look at
Children.
them.
They just father children. What women out there are siring children at 89? I'll wait.
Maybe not 89, but there are women in their
But
50s
what?
and 60s having kids.
Wait a minute,
Oh
time
my
out.
God.
Now, listen, Doc, there is a woman. There is a woman who had a baby at 50. Don't say there's
Oh
women.
my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
Listen,
Look, the reality is
At that
if
point,
she hasn't gone through menopause yet, she can still have a baby.
she can still have a baby, but we know what that baby gonna look like. Okay, get a helmet.
That's terrible.
Lord, forgive him. Lord, forgive him.
Yes, oh
You know, with that 35.
my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
You know what? You know what my doctor told me? He told me that he had a patient that was my age that actually went into menopause and her body for some reason came out of menopause and she got pregnant.
Yes,
Oh,
that
wow.
happens.
Wow.
Yes.
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 In her 50s.
I heard of somebody like that. Yes, Doc.
Right.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So it happened 2 times in the world.
I'm just saying.
I hope it don't happen over here.
Right. I'm just saying there's no absolute on that.
I hope I don't make number 3.
There's no absolutes. There's no absolutes at all. I made 3, Ruth.
No. No.
No, I get it, but I'm saying for the majority of it's not happening at that age for the most part, right? As you get advanced in age, it's less likely to happen and be successful, right? So, can it happen? Absolutely, absolutely.
But
As long as the woman hasn't gone into menopause, or
Right.
in some cases going in and going out.
That's crazy. That is crazy that happened.
Please don't say that.
Right now, listen, hey, women, you're not safe. Men, you're not safe.
Nah.
She was having hot flashes the day before. And now
Right,
she's pregnant.
exactly.
No, I learned don't fall for hot flashes either. It's a ploy.
But Daryl, the bigger question is that woman happy? Because that profile works for some people.
No. Again, there's outliers and everything. I don't know what a woman's nature is, so I can't speak for a woman. Do women want to be alone? Is that what women want to do? They want to be by themselves. Is that
Not all women.
I think if they've been married, they do.
Oh, Doc.
is this the Bible? Are we in Revelations?
No wonder she was rolling her eyes when you told me. No wonder she rolled them.
Oh gosh.
Oh, Doc.
Why am I commenting on women's ovaries? Only because there's science out here that's backing what I'm saying. You can read this. Pick a book up.
Oh, man.
That person is very agitated with you tonight. Oh my God.
No one said women go into menopause at 35. We said geriatric pregnancy. Again, these are things we can look up. They're all in books.
Oh, you're making my side hurt.
Yeah. Is that a baby kicking?
It might be down. I'm scared. Oh, no. No more backyard videos. It's over.
Oh man.
Oh, God.
You just want to hate women. It's okay.
It's okay. I understand. Again, it's okay to
Oh,
talk
my
about
goodness.
different things that happen with people, and you don't have to hate them to do that. We can have conversations about things and not hate them. Hey, so it's my turn. Can we get to Terry, please? Can somebody pull up? Can you pull up the Terry video, Leanne?
Oh boy.
So I like the Terry video because we have to really dissect what's wrong with Terry.
Oh no, not the Terry one.
Oh, I missed that one.
Oh, Doc, not the Terry
Miss
one.
Terry,
I did miss Terry.
Terry, pull up.
yeah, Terry. Listen, I don't know if she was digmatized or what, but Terry running cars over, messing her car up. Want to go to another one while you get it ready, Lee? Or
No, I got it right here.
okay, cool. Thank you.
Video evidence. Terry just keyed the side of my car. I actually just got painted over because she sideswiped it.
Hey, Terry.
Hey, just did that.
Wow. That is crazy.
And there it is. She has smashed my vehicle. There goes Terry right there. She has just returned to smash my vehicle. She knocked my vehicle into my neighbor's vehicle, and now she is reversing.
Terry's back.
Terry's back. He's back.
And I'm going inside because I want to avoid any further issues. Okay, I think she's
got
gonna finish up. I think she's finishing up on the car.
Gonna treat me? After all the shit I've done for you, this is how you treat me, right? Really?
Go lock the door. Run.
Now
Right,
she has
for
just
real.
smashed my window, my rear windshield.
She smashes windshield. You see the hole in it.
Mm.
Oh,
I'm not going to be ignored, Dan.
That's right.
I get it.
This is crazy.
I mean, I don't know if we're going to talk about
Video
Terry. I
evidence.
don't want to be a
Terry needs to go to jail. That's what
Oh.
Terry needs.
straight to.
She needs to go to jail.
Yeah.
And his neighbor needs to sue her as well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then she
She's
needs
out of her
anger
mind.
management on top of it. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, and that's my thing. Like, what leads you to destroy your property as well? Like, you're not just hurting yourself. I mean, you could hurt yourself. I seen one where the girl flipped the car. Like, what makes you do that? I don't understand what makes you get to that point.
Issues.
Right. I mean, could he have missed some red flags? Could he she just snapped? You know, it could have been a lot of different things. But this is, I think, wow, Terry needs to talk to somebody, I think. I don't know if jail is going to help. Yeah, I think what do you think, Doc? Do you think she needs to talk to somebody, or is it jail?
She needs to go to jail.
She can talk in jail, right?
No.
He said it's counted in jail.
She could get some treatment in jail.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
But
she's
you
dead.
know, you have to have consequences for that kind of behavior.
Right. And someone,
And a lot of times in those
said
situations,
something.
the men don't report.
Mm.
And that's what I'm about to say. I think someone said, and it might even got back together. I wish I could see a follow up on what happened later. Did they get back together? You know, sometimes this stuff happens, then they get right back together,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
which kind of makes it okay.
Mm.
Right? If you get back together, it's okay, right?
It's toxic. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But once it goes there, what's next? That's probably my concern.
Right.
Right.
But for some
She's
people,
going
that's
back.
the type of stuff they like. That's how you know they love them.
Truly.
Yes.
We talked earlier about needing that attention to stay in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You run to my car, that means you really love me.
Wow.
Yeah, some
Right.
negative
Exactly.
attention for some people is just as good as positive attention.
That's true.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Now, can we talk about the part that she said about after all I've done for you? What about that piece?
Mm.
Well, I have a problem with that in itself.
Mhm.
something with somebody, I don't think you should be throwing it in their face.
Mhm.
Right? I don't. If you did it, you did it. Like I don't think later
Right.
down the line, because things are now not what it should be. Well, I
Mhm.
did such and such. Well, I
Right.
think
Right.
and this time we both do things for each other.
Mhm.
I don't think now you can just say, "Oh, I did this," and now I can smash the car.
Yeah,
out
I
of
think that's how she was trying to justify it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
Wow.
Right. And even if someone does something foul to you, what do you get from that?
Yeah. What did he do? Mm-hmm.
It was his fault. You're right.
I mean, it was.
I hate
it's
women.
his.
I hate women, but it was his fault.
It's his fault. Period. Because he picked her.
Right.
He picked her. Ain't that what
Right.
y'all like to
He
say?
definitely did. I mean, as long as we keep it, consistent. So when you pick that bad baby daddy, it's your fault.
We don't. No.
Mm.
We're sticking to who picked Terry. Now, don't try to conflate
No.
things.
I said, let's keep it together. You're
No,
right.
no,
You picked it. Absolutely.
no. I don't want to hear that.
Little
We're not
man,
listening to
dad,
that right
ain't never
now.
been around.
We're
That
not.
was your fault.
We're talking about this. They
Whoa.
on tab.
This.
I like it. You're right. He picked her. It was his fault because he picked her. Little man, dadless because of your decisions.
Maybe he was tossing that side joint up in her face too much. Who knows?
Hey, she got to learn to deal with it.
She got to learn to deal with it. Well, that's how she dealt with it.
Daddy, mama, it's your fault indirectly. Like, I agree.
Life be happening.
I agree. I agree.
Mhm. Mhm.
You know, I said.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, that was crazy. I just because she even you put yourself in harm's way. 'Cause you don't know what could happen.
Yes.
That's what's really
Yes.
to me. Like you put yourself in harm's way. Like it wasn't like you threw a window through
Right.
a rock through his window. You ran in his car. You could have spun off, and anything could have happened.
Like you don't have any self-control at that point.
None.
None. I mean, I had my windows broken out many a times.
Oh,
Nobody ran into my car though.
Wow, Daryl.
It happens.
Hey,
I stayed in the house like Kate Dude did too. I stayed right in the house. I ain't going out there.
Wow.
The one girl's like, she breaking our windows out. I'm going out there. Like, I'm gonna lock the door behind you. I wasn't going out there. It was crazy. Like, we can buy new windows. I am not going outside.
What did you do to deserve that, Daryl?
Huh?
you heard he had one already in the crib.
I know. I wanted him to elaborate. I heard that, Lee. I heard that.
Listen.
Because we want to make sure you weren't at fault, like we jump and say.
Well, the judge said I was at fault. I didn't agree. I didn't agree with the judge. I said they did what they did on their own. Okay.
See what kind of man he is.
Listen, I have a past. Okay. I never said I was perfect. I can admit I had a past.
You for them streets, huh?
I have been for the street.
Ooh.
But that's baby hubby 20. That's great. 20 years. That's dope. That's dope.
Daryl was playing all sides. Yeah.
Sometimes I got to. You know what I mean? Listen, you learn, you live, you learn. But like I said, I think that things happen that change you. And for me, having my daughter really changed me. It really kind of changed the way I looked at things and wanted to move.
That's what happens when you manipulate women.
Yep.
They're gonna come for
Certain
you.
women will.
I don't know if it's manipulation when you tell them the truth.
How did you tell them?
I never said nobody was the one. I said you guys are one of the ones.
Yeah, okay.
Wow.
It's unfortunate though that some people hear what they want to hear too.
That's
Right,
true, too, Doc. That's true.
You know?
So I will say I did learn that even though you say something to someone, you can say like, we're not this, we're not that. If you're doing a lot of relationship type things, it is a relationship. So they can believe. Like back in the day, I didn't believe that. I'm like, well, I told you it wasn't nothing. But we're hanging out, we're doing other things, we're going on vacation, we're doing everything outside of us. You would think we're in a relationship.
Yes.
But because I said we weren't, I really held tight to that. So when they broke my windows, I'm like, why'd you do that? I didn't say we was together.
Yeah.
But that was young. As you get older, you learn, like, you know what, if you're doing relationship type things,
So
they could see it
what
that way.
age is older? When did you change?
I told you when I had my daughter.
He said that. Yeah.
I said it already.
Oh, okay.
And some men do. When they have little girls, some men do.
She's
have
upstanding.
little girls. because they
He's
think about
upstanding now.
someone treating their daughters that way.
Right, Doc. Mm-hmm.
You know what? I don't know if it was that as much as that. Having her, it kind of took me away from what I was doing for a little while. So then, once she got older and I kind of went back outside, it was a different light. It wasn't like what I was doing before. Didn't even appeal to me anymore. Like so now, it was different.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Thank you. I agree. See, there's some smart women in the group tonight.
Wow. Wow.
Again, all opinions aren't
Right.
correct. That's just
Mm-hmm.
I'm just never gonna side with you on that one.
Leanne, just stop it. Just stop it. Hey Lee, you got one?
Oh, here's something that's hitting close to home right now, and it's
Okay.
not as juicy or titillating as some of the other ones. But you only have so much emotional energy each day. Don't fight battles that don't matter.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
And yeah, so for me, I'm finding myself in people come to me with things, and now I'm in their battle that has nothing to do with me. And I need to start and now I'm all emotionally charged.
Right. Because you're draining your
And-
battery for them.
Exactly.
That's so true. Mm-hmm.
So then you have nothing for you.
Right.
Mm.
And today was it just hit very close to home. That's why I
Pick that one.
picked that one.
Yes, that makes sense.
That's a good one. I think a lot of times we do waste a lot of energy doing a lot of things that don't really matter to us or can't help us. Like even at work, like I don't put a lot of energy into that because I know this is work. I'm not draining my emotions here. I go on cruise control when I'm there. I can't waste my energy. I drain it there. I come home, I ain't got nothing for me.
Yeah, you do have to pick and choose where you use it because I used to do that as well and take on a lot of other folks' energy. Like you're saying, Lee, with what they were going through, and it wasn't my battle, but I was trying to have a listening ear and be there for them. And I'm just like, I'm tired. I feel like I've been in a fight, and yeah,
How
you
do you
deserve it.
how do you tactfully pull back from them? Like
When you're at this age, it doesn't need to be tactfully.
Really, and I think that's because these people start to become vampires. Like they know I can bleed your ears. They know you'll listen, so they're going to continue to dump on you. So it almost comes like a codependent relationship. They're like,
He's right.
Right. So you just got to stop.
Lee, it may not be tactful. That's true.
You know what I mean? You got to stop.
okay.
Because most of the time, those people are, to me, a real friend is not going to do that. Right. A real friend is not going to just suck you dry, your energy, and not put anything back into you. So I could easily do it. Like, you know what? I don't care. You know what I mean? I don't care. What you going through? Ain't my fault. Good luck with it.
I may not say it that way, Lee, but
Oh, so you gotta be tactful now, Ruth.
no, it doesn't have to be tactful, but not that bad.
Hey, I gotta hit him in the gut with it so they understand to leave me alone with the nonsense.
Yeah.
I'm pulling the e-brake.
You have to be honest in it, though.
That's real.
Okay.
That definitely is real.
Mm.
What's up, Doc? You got another one?
Don't believe everything you hear about yourself. I thought that was interesting.
Yes.
That's real.
I really like that one.
I didn't see that.
Yes, I thought that was very interesting, but it made me think about self-talk.
Right.
Because a lot of times we tell ourselves, negative things about ourselves.
Or just listen to the negative.
Or we take in a negative opinion that someone else threw out there.
Right. They say that's very interesting with comments and stuff. When people have comments and they look at all the negative ones, it could be a whole bunch of positive, but they just look on it'd be 10 negative, and that's what they focus on.
Yep.
And they miss the good ones, because people are so focused on it.
Mhm.
And if they internalize it, they start feeling that way, and it just can change your mood or how you view yourself.
Very true. Very
Mhm.
true.
That was a good one.
That is.
It was.
You have another one, Ruth?
The only other one I grabbed was women only. Give other women relationship advice. I thought that was interesting. Some of the advice I saw in there.
Okay, so what advice do we have that one, Leanne?
Do we have that one? Women only. Give other women relationship advice.
Give me a few seconds.
Okay. But you posted that one, Daryl. I have a D next to it. That was you.
Well, I was like, whoa. What you got next to it?
Oh. I walked right into that one. Never mind.
Yes.
You ain't got to tell us everything that's going on over there. So, but real fast. So, do you think women giving each other advice on relationships is good or bad?
It
Good
depends.
question. I think it depends.
It depends on the
Go ahead,
women.
tell me more.
On the women, yes.
Depends on the women.
Um,
Sometimes the blind be leading the blind.
Right.
That's true. That's true.
So I guess that's more knowing your circle and being honest about it.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
And knowing the circle's a big piece.
Someone said something and I didn't agree to it. It was in another chat I saw, and they were like, if people are not in a relationship, they shouldn't be giving advice. Do you believe that?
I don't agree with that. I think a lot of the time the people who aren't in relationships can be a little bit more objective because they don't have an attachment at the time that's clouding their judgment. Like,
that's a good point.
Okay, I agree with that. And I said kind of the same thing, but I said more sometimes every relationship at one point, everybody in a relationship, except for Ruth, had a couple of relationships that might have failed. And you may have learned from them, right? So you may be looking right now and you may be whole at this point. Or you're out of a relationship, but you got therapy, counseling, and you're whole right now looking for a relationship. So you can really look back and say, look, this is what I had to do to get whole. So there can be good advice from single people, or it could be good advice from people who are in relationships or married. I think that, like you kind of said, it depends on who it's coming from and work they have done to get to where they're at. That's how
I agree with that.
It's an entire pain in the ass on so many levels. Every
I
level.
agree.
Dating is not.
Let's go.
It's the pits. Wait, what is this question right here?
Which one is that? Mine?
Women give other
women only? Okay.
advice.
Well, what are they talking about here? I'm confused at the questions.
The relationship is the pits.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. Don't do it.
Oh, don't do
Somebody
it.
said, don't do it.
Don't give advice. Don't give advice.
No, don't do the relationship.
Don't do the relationship, or don't give advice.
Don't do the relationship.
So these women are just advocating to be single. These are all rose carrying ladies. That's what we're saying.
Be true to you, who you are. Don't settle. That's good advice.
Okay.
Don't settle is good.
That's good advice.
That's good advice.
I think I put
men don't like fake eyelashes. Great advice.
I think I said date your mate, and sometimes it's okay for you, the woman, to plan it and pay for it.
Right. That's good.
I knew you liked that one, Daryl.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I can't stand the top heavy woman. What's wrong with that? Why wouldn't I like a woman showing her appreciation for me? We should appreciate each other. I don't know why that's a thing. What exactly? I would like someone showing appreciation for me.
You know what?
Thank you.
What else did we put there? I don't
Little
even remember.
legs, dudes with little legs. It's a lot of shaming going on in this chat. I see. This is terrible. I didn't read this before. A whole bunch of shaming going on. When you find your king, treat him as such. Oh, good job. Oh, that's rude.
Okay.
That was big.
Okay.
Mhm.
It's okay
Yeah,
to
that's another
spoil-
one. That's
It's
big.
okay to spoil your man. Keep up.
Yes, I
with
believe in that too.
yourself for both you and him. Never stop dating him. That's
Mhm.
sometimes mean planning and paying.
Mhm.
Oh,
Mhm.
right.
That was me.
Like all those are actually very good advice.
Mhm.
Never look past the red flags in the beginning. Absolutely.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Respect
Yeah.
yourself. Respect your person. Say what you
Mhm.
mean what you say. You have the power to make or break the relationship. If the relationship works, fuck everyone's opinion. Ooh, F everyone. Sorry, F everyone on the outside. And keep doing y'all. I do kind of agree to that. If your relationship is working for you, and it's, I guess what we'll deem as healthy, and I know that could be subjective, but nobody gets knocked in the head or whatever. I think you should do what works for your relationship. Have whatever culture.
Mhm.
If you do that, don't try to fit into anybody else's, form of a relationship. Never let him know you like him. That's toxic. That's insane.
Never let them know.
Wow. Playing games.
Maybe they meant early on. Maybe they meant early or something.
Why wouldn't you let someone know you? Well,
I'm just trying to make sense of it. I don't know.
I get it. I guess sometimes people can take advantage of that if they know you like them,
Right.
and they don't like you as much. Maybe that's what they're saying.
Maybe that's it.
Like you said, that makes sense.
Mhm.
Makes sense. So I guess I want to bring this one. This was a good one. I think it was a great. This is what the husband suggested to the wife to get a second job to provide for the kid that came from another relationship she had with someone else. He said all he could do was take care of their kids. Do we have that one, Leanne?
I'm searching.
Okay, cool.
I saw that one. I saw Neil. You posted the kids are
A
package
pass.
deal, right?
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
So
Loser. Bye.
is he a loser? I mean,
He is a loser.
okay, cool. I hear what you're saying. So now you have this family. The kid has a father outside of that. The kid's father is buying stuff for his kid. The stuff is coming in the house for his child. It's not coming in the house for other kids, right? So this kid is actually getting more than the other kids. So if he's saying, I'm working hard to try to get them things, this other kid already has stuff coming in, right? I can see how that could be played out, right? I can see how that could be. These kids like, well, he got a PlayStation. We can't afford a PlayStation. So then what? So I'm working to get my kids, because these are his kids now. I understand they're all, but these are mine. These are my kids. I want to do for them. I want them to have. I don't want them to feel less than. So I'm working hard for them to get them up on that level. So I can see that someone feeling that way. I can see it. It makes sense.
Don't marry her.
Exactly.
Don't marry her, Daryl.
It has nothing to do with marrying her, because if you worry about a kid getting a toy, or because remember, he didn't say I'm not paying for the house or the bills. He didn't say none of that. He said if you want to get this extra stuff for that kid, then you might need to get an extra job. Because again, if that kid is getting more, then I know you see. You're like F him and his kids and how he feels. This other kid, and I'm only putting in the case that the other dad is involved or the other mom is involved, and they're doing things for that kid, right? So that kid is getting 2 Christmases. He's come back with all this stuff. Ooh, and my kids are getting what they get. He got PlayStation, he got the newest Nikes and everything, and my kids don't. So I'm trying to work hard to keep them on a certain level, so they're not feeling a certain way in their own home.
I'm sorry.
I hear that. So again, I mean, some people don't care about the kids and how they feel. I get it.
But a lot of times when those type of toys and stuff like that come in, it's a shared thing. Especially if
even if it's shared, it's still mine. So when I say I want to take my toys, I can take them because they're mine. You know what I'm saying? My dad bought these. These is mine. And when you get mad, just like I said, even with brothers and sisters, sometimes you get upset with each other.
But that's a conversation that can be held. If that's the way that they're going to handle it, then keep that stuff at your dad's house.
Okay, so now we're punishing his
It's
kid.
not punishing anybody.
Not. So my kid can't have toys. I can't give him
Your
something.
kids can have toys. If you want your kids to have those toys that's provided, they're at your house. So whenever he's with you,
Right.
it's readily available.
So again, my kid can't take his PlayStation because you're worried about what's going on over there. Like now, my kid got to suffer. Now your kid don't even want to go to your house no more.
He
Like,
don't
I wanna
even
go to
have
PlayStation.
this. It's not suffering.
Do you know what it is for a kid to have a PlayStation? Do you know what it is to not be able to play Fortnite? I can't play Fortnite until I get to my dad's house. Like I said, I'm telling you what kids do. Like how it could
Then
go
teach
down.
your kids how to share and be one unit as a family. Teach
You know
your
what?
kids.
And that works so well. Kids just listen.
They do listen if you teach them from the beginning about that. Yes, they do.
Okay. Here we go, Disney. Kids are kids. Just like I have.
So why get in a relationship with somebody then that has kids?
But again, again, when you get in a relationship in the beginning, first of all, he has kids, so they got kids together. So this kid was already there, right? So the kid could have been cool. When your kids come along, you're going to feel different about the kids you have than the other kids. It's just what you're going to do. That's just what it is.
That's not everybody, though.
You
I'm not
should
everybody. Well, I don't know. I think I'm still going to feel something that came from me is always going to feel a little different than something that did. And we see that. I see it every day in work when people adopt kids and stuff like that. You feel different about something that's yours as opposed to something that's not. You can try to your best to say, do this, but it's still different if something comes from you that's made from you. There's a difference. And I don't care. It's a difference. Sometimes people have difference in their kids. Some people like their kids differently. I don't know. I don't have one, so I don't know. But some kids like their kids differently. I don't know.
I mean, I can understand that because I'm
You're the favorite. You're the mom's favorite.
on that note, I get it.
So all I'm saying is that I can see how. I'm not saying it 100%. This is what it is. I'm saying I can see how, and I don't know the dynamics of this relationship, but I can see a way him feeling some type of way if this kid is, getting, because on the other side he has stuff coming in, and my kids, we don't have that. We can't do that. We can't provide that. And I'm trying to work hard for it. I'm not saying it's baby Lee. Got called
on that, Lee.
It's a battle at the end. But I'm saying I can see how it could go down. Now, if it's just like, I don't want to pay for that kid, that's different, right? That's totally different. That to me is like, come on, bro. Like I said, you're in a relationship. All the kids need to, have, if you're providing for one, you provide for all.
Right.
I get that. So I'm not saying he's right in any such manner. I'm saying I can see a way that maybe he could feel it some type of way.
But in your own words, Daryl, then at the beginning of this onset of this relationship, you should be having these talks about how is our family going to go? How is it going to look? How are we going to function as a blended family? We should be talking about it before the wedding.
I think that sometimes it's tough because when you have that kid, I don't know how it's going to affect you. When you have your own kid, you may go into it, this way you got to track and adjust. You may go into it like, oh, this is good. But then when you have your kid, you might even want to raise them a little differently when you get into it. Like when you get there, like, oh, I don't want to raise them like, because, if the other kid has a parent outside the house, you may not have the full autonomy that you have with your own kid. Like you have full say over your kid, but the other kid you don't have full say over, right? Unless you can really work that in your home. So I mean, you're right. You should have the conversation, but it may be something that you want to change. Okay, yeah, that's pretty wild. I thought we shared everything. A blended family. I can't imagine having a husband like that. I don't believe he'd be mine for long. So again, like I said, in that question, when your child, say if you do have the other child's father and they're involved, are you also like, yo, you need to provide for all the kids? Are you doing that? Because if all these comments are really negating if the other parent is involved or not. So I'm looking at it as the other parent is involved, but if they're not involved, you're right. That's trash. You can't do that. His alimony is my second job. Seeing how more run the support for your child. But we'll see what you get. You left for what reasons? quickly. Yes, again, I think, and I see everybody thinking they're looking at it. But I'm just saying, if the other child has stuff coming in, are we asking that father to provide for all the people in the house? And you're not. You wouldn't be. So that's it's. But if, like I said, if there's no other child, you're a piece of. You should try to take care of all the kids. Should be. Anyway, that's what I think.
Okay.
Anything else, Leanne? You got another one? Lee Little?
Maturity is working through trauma and not using it as an excuse. As a never-ending excuse for poor behavior.
Like you should be sure enough to know that you picked them.
That I picked them. Yeah, whatever you're talking about.
Should be mature enough to know that you picked them. Okay, when we speak maturity, this is my last question. When we speak maturity,
Is your phone near your computer?
that's not mine. Yeah, see?
Good.
See, when you talked, it did it. It's maturity washing your own clothes.
What?
What?
I'm just asking a question.
You are so petty.
I'm just
Wait, I missed that. Is maturity what?
We're talking about trauma, and I'm trying to be serious. You understand? Bring some coolness to this, and you just being a heathen with low blows.
But what did he ask you? Is maturity what?
Maturity
Washing your own clothes.
Oh, washing your own clothes.
Right, is that maturity? I just want to know.
It should be. It should be.
No. Okay, here's where I step in on this one. What I'm saying is, listen, you don't like. Okay, so
I'm just putting it out there.
just washing your clothes has nothing to do with maturity. You can be mature beyond your years
Chat,
and not
please,
wash your own clothes.
chat, please, chat.
Because there's other people in this world that's their life's pleasure, and that's their sole reason of being.
Okay.
So who am I to stop them from
No, I agree with that.
doing their sole lifelong dream duty?
Somebody out here just want to wash clothes.
Especially as
No, that's
as per se a mother,
Mm.
you know.
Not.
I
I see
mean-
not. I see not. I see not. I see that.
it depends who's washing the clothes and why. I need a little more context because you're right. Some people just love washing clothes. Like my husband, he washes all the clothes. He chooses to do that.
Yeah.
Right. That's a very
Yeah.
mature action.
That's
right?
a very mature action.
right.
When you're parents, when
Right.
you're a parent, you're always a parent. So
Okay.
if you are a parent and you wash your kids' clothes, there's nothing wrong with that.
Unless
because
they
that
moved
is-
out the house like my kid and then they come visit and they bring 2 bags with them.
And then if they start the
That's not
clothes,
mature, is
you finish them because that's what you do.
Stop telling that craziness.
I'm gonna need certain people to leave this live right now because y'all are all up in the business. Y'all
Leanne, you know I'm always in your corner once I have contact, but
You
this one's not
understand?
sounding too good for you.
So listen,
Ruth, you already said enough. You already said enough, Ruth. You said that if you move out the house, you should be doing your own clothes. I heard you.
no. What she said was her sons come back over with 2 bags of clothes.
One son. Let's be clear.
One son. So one. Listen, one, and I'm one person too.
Wait a minute. She said one comes back, and she was like, I don't know why.
And I'm like, what's that about? I'm not doing them.
He put
There
him
we
in.
go.
Listen, he might start him, and then got to go to work or something and be like, "Mom, can you finish
The
the rest of
weekend
the
when he wasn't
load?"
working, Leanne.
Uh,
This was a weekend visit. He wasn't working.
I mean, you're always working. Just even if you're not, like, there's work to be
She
done.
should come off of this one. She digging a hole here. You should come off.
I gotta give y'all the context now.
So they says.
I'll give you the context.
Okay.
All right.
I ain't ashamed. I ain't ashamed.
Don't
Because that's what
co-sign
you.
Leanne.
That's what you. That was the intent of throwing this out there. Because
He's
my
not
mom
ashamed
still wash
either.
my clothes.
He is not ashamed either. So go for it.
I didn't know. It
My
was
mom
personal
still
to
wash
you.
my clothes.
Does she?
And again,
Hey, that's her love language, maybe.
exactly. That is her
Hey.
love language.
That's
Let's
it.
go, Ruth. That's
That's
what I'm
it.
talking about.
We did say everybody has a different one. There you
Yes.
Mhm.
go. Mhm.
And hers is service of
I
the
mean,
gold.
some parents like to still cook for their kids. That's how they show their love.
I was guilty of that. So yeah, it depends. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Daryl, stop it.
Daryl's writing his own stuff.
Wow, it went to our clothes. Our clothes.
Listen,
Shake my head. Listen.
This is getting too personal here.
exactly.
Yeah,
Can we
get
move
off
on?
of her.
Mama D is being overworked at this point. Her
Mama
kindness
D is
being
fine.
taken- her kindness is being taken for granted. I see you.
No.
I
Do you got something now?
And it depends on that relationship, Daryl. Stop, because I was making food for my kid way beyond when I should have. So I can relate.
Ruth,
Yeah.
do you still make food? Yes or no?
Yes.
Ruth,
Let's go. Let's
doesn't.
go.
Every now and again,
Ruth does not.
every now and again is a treat.
Hmm.
As a treat.
Nothing like your
So-
mama's cooking. Nothing like it.
All I'm saying, I was just wondering if maturity meant washing your own clothes. So we see that
What I'm saying is you have to enjoy and
the
you
free
know,
ride.
For as long as you can.
As long as you can, Lee. I agree.
They're not gonna be here forever. She gonna miss this when
So you're gonna
one
work her out.
day.
While she's here, you're gonna work her out as much as possible. Huh?
you understand. There's gonna come a day that she can't do this. You understand, and she's gonna miss it.
It might be today. If you keep talking.
She sounds convicted, doesn't she? Oh
It
my
might be today if you don't stop talking. But hey, so listen, let's wrap this thing up. It was crazy. I don't know how we got Leanne. I did not know about your laundry. I don't know how that.
You're a
came up.
hater. That's how we got there.
I'm sorry. I didn't know.
He just wants somebody doing his laundry. Don't worry, Lee.
My own laundry, mature. But hey, let's finish it up. Doc, any last words?
No.
That's it. I'm over it. Let's
Hey,
go.
listen,
Yeah.
Doc had off and she put the Philly full joint on. She's like, no, I ain't.
No.
No.
No. This is Carissa here.
Mm.
Listen here now. You suck. Hey Neil, what you got? What you got? What you got for us?
How did I get involved in this? That's what I got. You know, it's not okay to shame anybody for what it is they do, whether it be somebody helping them, doing their laundry, doing their food. Let's not shame folks. Everybody lives it differently and do what makes you happy.
Well, that would mean they were
Yes.
doing something. They weren't doing anything. Somebody for them.
I
But-
start them, then I go to work. You see how this is? You drop them off. They sit there long enough. You come back and they're done. That's the way it is.
Damn, you don't even stay and visit while they do it, Lee?
I gotta go to work.
Bully.
Okay, you lost my point.
Thank you. Bully.
You lost.
Bully. You're gonna sit there until they get done.
I thought she was at least visiting. No. No.
Glenn said the clothes ain't gonna do themselves.
They listen. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all.
Hey Lee, while you there, what you got? Last words?
Go out, be great, do things.
Yes, there we go.
Like your own laundry.
Like
So
a
you a
Like
hater.
a drive-through.
Hey, they're not welcome back. Y'all not welcome back.
Lee got like a wash and fold going on.
Things
Drop it
we
on.
find out, right? The things we find out. That's crazy. I think that we had a lot of comments. Keep them coming. We love all the participation, and like we learned a lot. Last thing I'll say, I do not hate women. Yeah, I need to close up.
I got you.
I do not hate women. I love them. I love all of you. Hey guys. Hey, look, we want to thank you guys for riding with us this week. Please check out the Nothing But Answers YouTube channel. Please like, subscribe, hit that bell. We are trying to get those likes up, so please run over there. Just give us a like, hit the little subscribe. That'll help us be seen more, because we want people to see this content. Right? It's really important for people to get that Leanne doesn't do her own laundry. Get it out there. Okay. So again, in the future, we do have some game shows coming up that we're trying to do. We're trying to do some things in person. We have a lot of things coming up again. And if you guys have any ideas or things that you want to do, please hit us up. We're open to any ideas. We're welcome to them. We'll vet them out. You can, anybody see on the screen, you can inbox any of us or just write it in the Nothing But Answers Facebook group, which also invite your friends to that as well. We want to thank everybody for coming out. Thank you for your participation. I don't know where the echo's coming from. Good night. Somebody hit the button.
Good night.
Bye.